constantly changing geopolitical situation and growing challenges in the Indian Ocean and the Pacific, India is focusing on self-reliance and modernization. And to speak more on that, we are fortunate enough to have the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Dinesh Tripathi. Sir, weather is not that good, but still good to have you with us. So, let's start off with the modernization of the Indian Navy. Recently, we have signed an agreement with the United States on the Predator drones. So, tell us something about that.
Thank you very much. First of all, welcome on board INS Satpura. This is the indigenously built frigate. We are very proud of this. Yes, we signed the contract for 31 Predator drones MQ-9B at New Delhi, out of which 16 will be for the land use and 15 for the sea use, and that is largely for the Navy. This capability certainly is a force multiplier in our effort to monitor our areas of interest. In that, as you are aware, that the Indian Ocean region is a vast ocean, and large number of activities which are happening. It is important that for our own security, the overall maritime security, the security of our trade which flies through these sea lanes, we as the Indian Navy, as prime manifestation of country's naval power, maritime power, we must have a knowledge as to who is doing what and why in the Indian Ocean region. And in that, the acquisition of these Predator drones will certainly enhance us to have a capable maritime domain awareness. And in the years to come, I'm sure our efforts to augment the maritime security will be benefited by acquisition of these drones.
As the Chief is telling us, the rain gods have also been very kind to us. The rains have stopped. So when we, as you have spoken about how it will increase our firepower, so Indian Navy is focusing on the modernization. What are the future plans as far as the modernization is concerned?
See, modernization is a continuous process. It is done as per the capability development and force structuring plan by each service. We have a combined long-term perspective plan for the three services, but the Navy itself has got a maritime capability development plan, and as per that, we want to be a three-dimensional force which is capable of operating on the surface, below the surface, and in the air. And add to that the two other domains of cyber and space. So we have got plans to induct platforms, we have got plans to induct capabilities, and we have got plans to induct technologies which are fast galloping. And towards that, the country needs the growing economy, which is largely dependent upon the import and export and trade. We require the seas to remain calm and peaceful, and that can only be ensured by a strong Navy.
Well, absolutely. Now, talking about the Predator drones, when can we expect them to have?
What I've learned is that once the contract is signed, which was done yesterday, I think in about 4 years we should start getting these drones.
Now we are inside the bridge. This is INS Shivali class. This is INS Satpura, and talking about the indigenization of the Indian Navy and also talking about our self-reliance, we go back to the Navy Chief. Sir, talking about this warship. Now it has played a crucial role. We went to Hawaii, we went to Myanmar. So how crucial is this ship for Indian Navy?
You know, this is a multi-purpose stealth frigate, and we are very proud that it has been produced by Majgaon Dog Limited, totally indigenous. And over the last almost 14 years now, the first ship was commissioned in 2010. These three ships have played a crucial role in ensuring maritime security. and all other roles which the Navy demands. You are right that one of the sister ships, INS Shivalik, went up to Hawaii. And it is interesting to note that whilst INS Shivalik was at Hawaii, one of our other ships was also taking part in the Russian Federation Navy Main Naval Day Parade at St. Petersburg at the same time. So you can well imagine the expanse which the Indian Navy covered. This happened about a couple of months back, from the Eastern Pacific to the Atlantic and beyond, and anything in between. So we are very proud of our Navy that we can operate across the length and breadth of the oceans, and we are also proud that a large number of our platforms are indigenous. And as we speak, 63 ships which are under construction in various shipyards, whether they are DPSUs, PSUs or private shipyards, they are all made in India. And I don't see any ships being made anywhere abroad hereafter.
Well, absolutely. That's what makes us so proud of Indian Navy. We're talking about Project 17. The Alpha is there, the Bravo is there.
So 17 Alphas are now getting ready to get commissioned. As you are aware, the first ship, warship, combatant, INS Nilgiri, was commissioned in 1972. And now the reincarnation of that, the new INS Nilgiri, which is the first ship of Project 17 Alpha, is ready to be commissioned at Majgaon Docks Limited in Mumbai. It is just question of time. By end of this year, it should be delivered and commissioned. So we are very proud. They are very capable ships, multi-purpose again, stealth capabilities, and they are a derivative from this Satpura class, but much more capable. Recently, we got the acceptance of necessity from the Government of India for building 7 more Project 17 Bravo ships, which will be follow-on of these Project 17 Alpha, and those will be more capable. So we are very proud that we will be continuing the lineage of this indigenous production of frigates. As per our long-term plan, we are supposed to have 24 frigates, and these Project 17 Bravo ships, along with 17 Alpha ships, will really add capability and enhance our readiness to ensure maritime security in our area of interest.
From self-reliance, we move on to another very interesting topic, which is the military diplomacy. Malabar phase is on, and Quad, India is an important member of Quad. The sea phase is already on. So how will it strengthen our military diplomacy, and what are the future plans?
See, Indian Navy is exercising with various foreign countries, not from today, but from many years. Talking of, and we have got, bilateral engagements, we have got trilateral engagements, we have got multilateral engagements. Talking of the Malabar itself, as you would know, this exercise started as a bilateral endeavor between the US Navy and the Indian Navy way back in 1992. Since then, it has grown in both scope and complexity, as also the partner. So Japan joined at some point of time, and the Australians joined at some point of time. So now it is happenstance that the 4 partners in Malabar, which started way back in 1992 when Quad was not even being talked about.
New chapter in Indian Navy's communication capabilities.
लेकिन बात जब देश की सुरक्षा की आती है, हम सभी एक मंच पर इकट्ठा हो जाते हैं, जैसे आज हम सबको एक मंच पर इकट्ठा आप यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं। निर्माण के उपरांत जब ये स्टेशन कार्य करने लगेगा, उस समय भी यहाँ आसपास के लोगों के लिए रोजगार की, एम्प्लॉयमेंट की पर्याप्त संभावनाएं मौजूद रहेंगी। मैं सभी क्षेत्रवासियों को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूँ।
Now from the bridge, we have moved to the forecastle, and behind me you can see the majestic INS Satpura. So we go back to the CNS and ask him more about our strengthening of the naval force. Sir, recently the Defence Minister also laid the foundation stone of the VLF facility in Telangana, Vikarabad. So how will it help us as far as our communication system of the submarines are concerned?
First of all, the Honorable Raksha Mantri laid the foundation stone of this strategic capability at Vikarabad yesterday in the presence of the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana. This project has been in line for some time now, and we have been endeavoring to create a VLF station because the one which we have is now quite old, and we require a new station so that we can have continuous, seamless, robust, secure communication to our ships and submarines. Not only submarines but even ships also. It would certainly be more beneficial to the submarines because they can receive this communication even while dived, and thereby augmenting their stealth and effectiveness. So we are very happy as a Navy that yesterday this event has occurred, and hopefully within next couple of years this facility will be up and running, and we will have absolutely a worldwide communication which runs on the VLF.
So, talking about the submarines, what are our plans for the acquisition and the overall situation as far as the submarines are concerned in Indian Navy?
We are the guiding document for the submarine building, and submarine building capacity is the 30-year submarine building plan, which was approved by the government in 1999. So towards that, we have already made progress at the first tranche, that is a P-75 class of submarines, the last of which is likely to be delivered by end of the year. Then subsequent projects, that is P-75 India and P-76, are moving. I'm sure the government is seized of the requirement to maintain a minimum number of submarine force levels. So that is moving as per the plan. In the meantime, what we have done is that to obviate the delays and to ensure that we have a minimum number of submarines to be deployed, we have taken some submarines through the medium refit and life certification so that their service life is increased by a certain number of years. We have also made them more potent by fitment of additional weapon sensors, etc., etc. So we are quite confident that our submarine force levels will remain within manageable levels whilst the government takes action to ensure that the new projects are approved, and they are all to be made in India. Our shipyards are very capable of making any kind of submarines.
मैं इस पोत का नाम भारतीय नौसेना पोत समर्थक रखती हूँ.
With the Indian Navy laying great stress on self-reliance, the private sector has a major role to play. The first ship of the two multi-purpose vessel project being built by L&T shipyard for the Indian Navy was launched on the 14th October at L&T Kattupalli. On this occasion, the Chief of Naval Staff highlighted the MPVs as critical enablers designed for multi-dimensional role.
The launch of Samarthak is representative of Indian Navy's commitment to maritime security and also symbolizes our steadfast commitment to enhancing the capacity and capability of Indian private shipbuilding and defense industry. These multi-purpose vessels will serve as critical enablers for enhancing Indian Navy's blue water capability by providing the necessary mobility, flexibility and versatility to our forward deploy units in demonstrating poise, presence and reach to deliver the desired effects at a place and time of our choosing.
Chief of Naval Staff flagging off Navika Parikrama, the second from the ocean sailing node of the Indian Navy in Goa. Waving to the crowd, Lieutenant Commander Ruka K and Lieutenant Commander Dilna K started on a unique expedition to conquer the rough seas across the globe, covering around 23,000 nautical miles in 8 months. A symbol of women's empowerment, this mission is a crucial part of India's military diplomacy.
This particular mission will certainly be an exposition of women empowerment, that two young women can circumnavigate the globe on their own and overcome all the challenges as the nature throws. It is largely the nature, and there will be many. We have trained them for over 3 years. They have sailed almost 38,000 nautical miles as against around 23,000 they have to do over this voyage.
Both lady officers have trained very hard for 3 years. As part of their rigorous training, they have sailed through 38,000 nautical miles in the past. This mission shall have no external support and depends only on the sea winds.
On the birth anniversary of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, the Indian Navy embarked on a very adventurous mission at sea. For the very first time, two young lady officers are circumnavigating the globe in the Indian naval sailing vessel Tarini. This expedition also signifies women empowerment in Indian Navy. Waving to the crowd, Lieutenant Commander Rupa and Lieutenant Commander Dilna started on a unique adventure to conquer the rough seas across the globe, covering around 23,000 nautical miles in 8 months. A symbol of women empowerment, this mission is a crucial part of India's military diplomacy. On 16th October, Indian naval sailing vessel Tarini crossed the equator and entered the southern hemisphere. From sea we move to the skies because Navy is also about the naval aviation. So if for the benefit of our viewers, if you could shed some more light on that.
See, the naval aviation for any navy is an art which is developed over years. And we are very fortunate that immediately after our independence, we had an aircraft carrier, the grand old lady of Indian Navy, INS Vikrant, the earlier Vikrant. Now we have got a new Vikrant. And therefore, we as a Navy are very proud that we are only very few navies who can, design, build and operate an aircraft carrier. And towards that, we have got a program to have fixed wing aircraft, rotary wing aircraft. Now these capabilities are not built overnight. It takes time. It is a lot of hard work and a lot of skill which is required to operate either a helicopter or a fixed wing aircraft from a moving ship. We are fully confident that we have reached a stage where we can make a difference at sea by operating the naval component of the naval forces. Apart from that, we have also got the shore-based naval component, which is in terms of the long-range maritime patrol aircraft, the short-range maritime patrol aircraft, as also the unmanned aircraft. And that is the kind of future which we are looking at, the manned-unmanned teaming. That means certain number will be manned, some will be unmanned, to keep this vast ocean under surveillance, and as I said, to enhance our maritime domain awareness.
Well, absolutely. So there you heard the Chief of Naval Staff, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, they are all being taken care of, and our borders are perfectly secure under his leadership and our very powerful Indian Navy.